Hello, lovely ones. Yes, this is my main thing because I do believe all of you who are listening right now, you are lovely. And of course, we are also lovely because we are the two hearts of Brave Inspires Brave, Heather and myself. And today we have another mug that inspires us to share with you what is going on and what we are really contributing, our unique contribution that brings value to you, but it also allows you to see what you can do, how you can heal in a way that is completeness, not everlasting, not an endless process, and how you can actually live in a different way. So, dear Heather, would you please share your beautiful mug for today?
We have All You Need Is Love for the mug today. And again, just by choice, that's what came to me and that's what I grabbed. I think it's a good reminder every day to have something that lights your heart up and whatever that is, whether it's a mug or a picture or a song or a mantra, it really, if it speaks to you, then, use that throughout your day.
Yes, and of course, all you need is love. And the song too. It wasn't about, oh, I'm so needy, please love me more. Where is the people? Where is God or where is whoever who loves me? All you need is love is actually about living in the vibration of love. And the vibration of love is the highest frequency or vibration that we can truly access. And so we want to talk about that today. Because when we live in this vibration, in a world that is shaking, in a world that is breaking, in a world where all of us are still stuck in wounds collectively, where there is judgment, where there is ego and control, where there is violence and abuse. And yet, all you need is love, remembering that love who you truly are, and send that out into the world. This is what we're all here for. So it's not about neediness. It's not about claiming from others. It's claiming your own, the self that is love. And we are doing that in a practical way, aren't we? This is what the new BIB is all about. Brave inspires brave. And of course, we are co-creators, as you can imagine. But Heather is the one who said it's portals.
Portals. I think with love, you can go through those. I know that with love, you can go through those portals. And so whatever those are to you, wherever you need to raise your vibration and your energy, every time that you choose love, you get through those portals. You step into that next dimension. It's removing the fear. We talked about the judgment. We talked about so much injustice in the world. And so when we have a perspective of love in every situation, when we can harness that, and it's just like gratitude, right? You want to choose what are you grateful for today is very similar in line when you are saying, what do I love about this situation? What do I love about this challenge? What do I love about this this hard time in my life? How is it improving the love within me to love myself more through this? And how do I love others despite not me maybe understanding what they're going through, despite not having experienced what they're going through, but to be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and send love and give love despite the misunderstanding, despite all things. I think, there's so much more room for love in this world. And the return on that is you cannot even gauge what that return is to someone who is struggling and you give them love. They will feel that for the rest of their life.
Yeah. And this is where we make the unique difference. This is where everybody makes a unique contribution. The way I see through my eyes of love, the way Heather does it, it's different, but yes, yet it's all connected because we are all connected. We are not separated. In Hawaii, they say Aloha, which means self-reflective love. It's referring to the cervical vertebrae in the spine, but it's also referring to the exalted one. So for this Hawaiian moon tradition, it goes from the coccyx sacral lumbar, that's related to the feminine, then the thoracic, that's the masculine, and then the aumakua, that's the Aloha. Now, self-reflective love is much more than self-love. This is the love that you need. Being the love, being the reflection of love in everything. Our life is also not always easy. We know that you out there who is listening, you're enduring something that is maybe hard, that is very difficult to see the blessing. But when we start seeing through the eyes of love and expressing through the eyes of love, I know I'm mixing the different sensory points, but they actually belong together. When we don't try to think, how do I express love, but just see through love and say that, something changes. So our unique contribution and value in Brave Inspires Brave will be seen on our website. We don't know yet when, but it's definitely on the way. And we're going to share with you how that opens the portals of living from the heart. Local communities worldwide. Interconnected and multidimensional. So, dear Heather, would you like to take the first step? I want to call you Koshiri Ma because it's such a beautiful name.
Yeah, I appreciate that name so very much. And I think we talked about it. It means North Star. And it's been something that's, been in my heart since I was a young girl, is, finding that North Star. And that really comes from the heart of who we all are and what that is for each individual is their unique love language in the world. And so our work in the world, our love in the world should be aligned with who we are and what we are here for in this lifetime. And so when I speak about that, I think about community, because our communities that are around us, the environments that are around us, are what actually will be able to activate and support and provide the resources that will allow us to live from the heart with our purpose, with our passion, and to be in the present moment. And so I know the value, and I know you do too. And if you haven't experienced that, it is something that you want to experience in life, is the value of a loving community, of a community that understands, that have been there, that has walked the walk, is now talking the talk, because the other side of the challenges and the lessons is through the love of a community, and to be able to soar again. I can't tell you how much having the right people and mentors and educational, consulting that we're doing makes all the difference in the world, because that's what we're here for. We're not meant to go through life alone. We're meant to feel love. We're meant to be love, receive it, and give it. And this should be the constant energy that you feel. It should be normal to feel that love all the time. It should not just be on a random day in a random year that you're feeling this way. It must be felt, and it shall be felt every day of every year. And it is not a need, like Patrick said. It is not being needy or wanting or dependent upon. It is just within you, and it is who you are. So for me, love and community really go hand in hand, and there's some really special people doing some really special things around this world. And that is why we look forward to being able to highlight those people, those organizations, because what they're doing and where it's coming from is from the heart. And that transition of energy really is felt. As you know, when people are cooking, they say it was cooked with love. Well, that enters into every realm that we are living in this world, and that is through those portals of the heart.
Lovely. I love how you shared that. And yes, we have our own community. We do our own thing. We are not competing. We are not comparing ourselves to all the other people who are doing that kind of magic. We're also not saying you can only be with us because we are the only ones. We are not. We are here to open these portals for living from the heart. And this is what you're getting in the community. And if there are others who are aligned with us, how beautiful. we are all one at the end. And Heather has already mentioned we are going to have a educational consulting on that. We have together created a beautiful 3C. It's not a process, it's a journey for companies, for brands, for professionals, for whoever is interesting, from 1 to 8 people, to actually figure out the color of their frequency. So we are checking in with you, and it's unique. So we are a boutique consultancy. So we don't work with all kind of fancy systems and whatever technology. It will be really from the heart, because this is the uniqueness that we have. And we journey with these beautiful people to make different choices and to raise their vibration and their frequency and co-create something new in different areas: well-being, leading, relating, liaising, creating, so many different things, always multidimensional and interconnected. So this is another aspect that goes on the website, and a unique contribution and service that we are offering as Brave Inspires Brave. And we have chosen to work with aligned partners because it's, in a way, it's 4 of us. And we love to collaborate again and co-create. So the aligned partners can come in, and they are in a way sponsors from a legal perspective. And as you know, sponsors, they want in a way advertising and marketing. And in our case, it is they are aligning with our portals of living from the heart. And so they are part of it. They are present in our social media, they're present in our events and everything that we basically do. But in addition, we work with them, not really work, we play with them one-on-one or with a selected group. We will really journey with you. And as Heather said, we are about doing this together. We are not alone. We want to have this community with our aligned partners, and soon, or if you ask us, we will actually show you what that looks like in detail. We made it light, so we use animals because we love that. And of course, the eagle is part of it, as it's part of our logo. But of course, you could look at this beautiful bird also as a phoenix if you want. And we also included the turtle because we liked it. So if you want to find out more, ask us, and the website is in the making.
It's an exciting time, and I think the excitement and joy, as I've been in conversation with people, really lights up when we talk about the collaborations and hearing what is possible. It goes back to the community. I just love what you share, because our aligned partnerships really are those that are doing so much good in the world from the heart. And it is just such a joy and a blessing to me to be able to showcase, to highlight, to allow them to shine and do what they do, and to be a part of allowing that to just shine even brighter, and so that the world can see and recognize and acknowledge and be aware of those people, those organizations that they can look to trust in the ways that they need to be able to raise their vibration, and to, that trust is always there, and it's always a constant. They're not questioning those things anymore. And so with the highest of integrity, we move them forward. And the only other aspect that I wanted to speak about, I can share, is about treasures. And so we have some treasures that are going to be going up on the website. They are about, raising the vibration of the world, of humanity, the community, nature, the planet, organizations, workplaces, all of those things. And so when our body is in alignment, mind, body, soul, the nervous system can stop thinking that there's a bear that's about to attack us, or something else that's going to make us just live in fear and hide and be afraid of so many things. And that these treasures are going to allow us to be able to, live more freely, to have choices, but take action, because we have that ability to do that, because we know that we are heart beings, and that we can have the ability to heal ourselves. And once we can heal ourselves on that level, that frequency that Patrick talks about so well, then we can start taking action on what our purpose and our passion is, and do what we're supposed to do in this world uniquely and authentically to each one of us.
Yeah, you
And I
said
send
that
it
so
back to you,
beautiful.
Patrick. I mean, there's so much that we could talk about that's going on,
Yeah,
and I don't want to take up too much time for everyone today.
no. We actually want to close it in saying all of this, what we're offering, is a new space. We also don't know because we haven't lived that yet. But we know in our hearts it's about collaboration, unique contribution, trusting aligned partners to come in and co-create together because we don't know it all. It is all of these beautiful beings of the heart that are coming together in Brave Inspires Brave to create something that we have never seen together. And this is how I want to close maybe today and say, yes, all we need is love. If we connect in love without being needy, but trusting in that love that is actually available to all of us, we can do it. Yes, it takes. Brave inspires brave. And we see you soon. So much love from
So
our
much love.
hearts to yours.